All right, guys, how we doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Um, yeah, kind of a weird like midday stream. I happen to be off, and it, it's been a bit of a day. Let's just put it that way. It's been a bit of a day. It's been a bit of a week, honestly. I mean, hell, it's even been a bit of a month. Since, you know, it's June. Quite frankly, and not even to complete the Friends reference, but it has even been a hell of a year. But, yeah, here we are, playing some Pokopia, and boy, is there a lot to go over. Wow, yeah, I saved right at home, so we can go right over it. I guess I'll address the elephant in the room and say, yeah, the house is completed. It's looking pretty good. I've been working on this over a couple weeks, I guess, is what I've been doing, if you haven't really been following. I've done a whole lot to this area, so we'll go ahead and address, you know, pretty much where we start. We'll start from the entrance here. And this is what the outside looks like. I cleared out the cave, so or not the cave, but like the tunnel, the hall, I guess. And so it's nice and clear. You come up, and I really like the roses in this game, so I just kind of went crazy with the roses here. Made a staircase here, so it's very easy to get up and just do that. Over here, we've got some of these flowers from Sky. What is that place called? Sparkling Skylands, yeah. From Sparkling Skylands, I got these flowers. Got some bushes. Got these palm trees. Had to use some rare Pokemetal, but that's okay. More flowers, also from the Skylands. Water features still looking good. Flowers all over. Got this, I guess. That's nice. Recipe for a small, narrow rug. I guess I have to go over some of the screenshots later on, too. I got the potatoes planted here in kind of a weird fashion. That was the best way I could think of to actually deal with them. Over here, still missing the Rost berries, so no Rost berry trees, but I do have the other 4 here. And as soon as I get some Rost berries, I'll probably put the Rost berry tree here, and then do another tree here, maybe another Rost, just because it was the last one. Flowers put all around, bushes. These aren't even the same kinds of flowers, I just thought they looked really good together, honestly. We got utility poles here. We got a robber inside. Got utility poles. Things are reorganized a little bit, anyway. And yeah, I'll go ahead and show off the inside of the house in 1 second. And then on the side here, I have the fossils and the slabs here. I wanted to put them behind over there, but I couldn't actually reach between the pillar and the house, so that's not happening. And then here are the flowers and whatnot, which I can organize. So we've got a door here. Door leading to the outside. I felt like that was nice. Inside here, got a whole bunch of stuff going on. I really like the antique clock. Been able to get that consistently from the Dragonite Island. In here, we've got the insane amount of CDs. I didn't mean to take that. What I wanted to do was show, again, this is CD number 43. Each of these pages are 20 items. These rows are 10 each, so 20 per page. Which means that because I have 43, I am missing... There are 2 CDs I haven't gotten at all yet. Up to this point. There could be more past 43, but as far as I know, 43 is at least the furthest we have. So there's 2 more CDs that I don't have. You can just sit here nicely, watch some TV. Which, as far as I'm aware, all of these monitors, yeah, they just display a photo, so... Ironically enough, the static is probably better than having a photo. In here, I have a bunch of, I guess you could call these treasure items. This was just an extra box. I didn't really have anything to throw in, and all of the stuff that's in there I didn't really know where to put, so I just kind of put it here and was like, yeah, fuck it, why not? Over here we have the Link Sword officiated stream setup, complete with gamer lights. Nobody would have seen the gamer lights coming. And then right here is a cabinet for, ironically enough, electronics, which just happens to be perfectly filled right next to the computer, which I thought was neat. So yeah, that's the first floor. Got a ceiling fan up here. Kind of complete it. I could probably hang a couple other things too, like some of those lights. I thought about using... No. I thought about using... Are they in here? Yeah, these surface lights. Because you can just... like, kind of throw them anywhere. They're super... They take up, like, no space. I thought about putting them, like, in the 4 corners or... something, you know? I don't know. But anyway, up here... This is sort of the playroom. Also, for some reason, only the first floor is considered like the house, I think? I don't really know what the story is, but you can tell because the music shifts. The music from the speaker outside, which I haven't moved yet, does not play in here. And as soon as you go upstairs, it does. And I don't understand what the story is. But anyway, this is a bit of a playroom here. You can mess with these, that's cool. Got the rowlet clock. I want to set up all of the mini-or lamps here. I think that'd be super cool. Just set them up in the rainbow pattern. I don't have anything in here yet. Some of this setup was a little bit extra. I want to redo it a little bit. I kind of just threw it together. And I think I'm going to use the Avalug table to put some of these plushes on. Which, we'll go over in a second some of the things. You know what I mean? But, yeah, we got these, some of the things you can interact with. And in here is a bunch of furniture that I would classify as being usable here, other than, like, the fishing rod, I guess. Even the bell could be considered to go up here. But, yeah, this is more of a playroom. This is just, like, the toys and stuff, and I thought that that'd be neat. I also like the idea of putting all of the, what the hell are these called? Relics? Yeah, the lost relics. I thought having this filled with lost relics would be fun. So while this is much more refined, a little bit sleek. There's a little bit busy work going on, and even some playfulness with the dolls over there. I feel like this is a little bit more refined and, you know, I don't want to say adult, but like it's classy, you know. And this is just complete toy room. Toy Room USA. It's interesting because I kind of have that that Yugi dynamic going on, where you know, like Yugi's side is the playful kind of side, and then the Pharaoh's is like the whole serious, dark nothingness, the mystery. Up here is not finished yet because I don't have anything to finish it with. But over here is the crafting table that has 3 connecting benches. You can see the one over there. And I am actually able to access it still, which is really nice. I have these divvied up between prepared materials, natural materials, and mined materials. The only one that, well, I guess there's two. You could consider stones and clay to be mined, I guess, to a degree, but specifically these are basically gems and the like. Why my phone go off? Here. And then this right here are building materials that I still might end up using. I just kind of threw everything building related into here, and we'll see if I end up using them. And then what I want to do over here, probably across this whole back wall, is make the kitchen. So I have all the food moved up here. I do have a couple things here, like these food counters, a tea time set. I had one downstairs too. A frying pan and a party cooking pot, which, quite frankly, the cooking pot is kind of useless. It's also freaking gigantic. I mean, like, if I were to have this out, look at this. Yeah, that right there, that is not placeable, but here is. Also, you have to have Chef Dent here, which is not something that I want to do, so we're just gonna pretend I don't have that. And yeah, so like I was saying, this is kind of exactly how I want the house to be. It also has a platform going up and right onto the roof. So you can see the utility poles coming down a little bit here. And as soon as I kind of figure out what I want to do here, I'll put some stuff on the roof too. I thought it turned out really well. It took a while to get the spacing right on everything. As far as these dormered pieces go, I think as far as real life is concerned, you normally only have the two pieces, or the two sides, not all four dormered, but I was like, you know what? Screw it. Why not? And yeah, the look of it all really did just kind of come together. Quite happy with it. And there's probably not too much more to do other than get the fruit trees here, do some stuff with some more furniture, and yeah, looking pretty good. Now over here, a couple of things that I've gotten recently. We're just gonna go over all of this in quick fashion. This I picked up from the store one day. It was on the daily offer thing. Chili sauce. Sauce with an enticingly spicy flavor. If you take a sip and spit it out, it becomes lava. Which I think is interesting. I don't know if I'm actually going to do anything with that, but I wonder if it's usable. Actually, go ahead and put this away. And then the rest of this is actual furniture, so... Okay, so antique closet. A large, bulky closet. Try storing different things in it. It's about the size of the bookcase, which is kind of what I was expecting. It can probably... Is it one page? It's just one page. It's always just the one page. But I really like the look of it. I think it looks very nice. I do enjoy wooden furniture. Not full-on wood grain. I'm no LGR, but I do enjoy dark wooden furniture. And so I thought about, like, maybe I could put it, oh god. I could put it, like, here. That way it's kind of in the middle. It's still accessible, and it keeps the staircase still kind of good. I could also move the bookshelf or replace the bookshelf. In this box, by the way, it is accessible. This is all just the furniture that I didn't really have anywhere to put. So there's a bunch of errant random crap in here. I know I need to use that Chansey plant for some habitats, but we'll get to that later. Pokemon, welcome in. How you doing? If you have a party with that Chef Dente with hype Pokemon on the stage, it elevates the productivity of your Pokemon in their manufacturing. I did not know that. That's really cool. Thank you for that useful bit of info, because quite frankly, I wasn't sure if I was ever going to set that up again. I did do the party, I think, was it last time? No, it was the time before. So it's been like a couple weeks since I even unlocked the party feature to begin with. Yeah, I got a couple of beds. Berry bed. I traded for this one earlier today. I got this from the... I think... Did I buy this at the shop? I think I bought this with Pokecoins. The picnic basket. I think I need this for an evolution or something. I'm not sure about that, but I bought that because I remembered needing it. Same with the table setting. The slide is cool. You know what? Should I do something with the slide out here? That could be fun. No, it wouldn't, because you can't actually slide down it, so. And then antique chandelier. I actually forgot that I got this. Maybe I'll put it up somewhere. Yeah, I'll see if I can do something with the with the chandelier later. Hello, Car. Welcome in. How you doing? Yeah, because I really like the look of that chandelier, so we'll do something with that later. What I'm gonna do is actually probably just put this stuff away for now. Oh, and I got this drum. The drum's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll go ahead and put this stuff away for now, and... yeah, oh yeah, right. I guess I should address the Entei in the room, huh? If you guys missed it, on Monday, I believe, I was going through and going to a Dream Island, playing through it. I uploaded this video on the channel, so for those on YouTube, you can go ahead and just watch that video. But basically, I stumbled upon freaking Entei in a Dream Island. I was not expecting that at all. So yeah, I guess Entei lives with me now. The fire type needs it hotter. Shocking. But yeah, so that was cool. Learned another thing too, that legendaries and mythicals contribute to the environment level a lot more than other Pokemon. So we'll try and get things going for Entei a little bit better here. And then upstairs, this happened last night. I was just putting this together. I didn't even know this was going to be an environment. But, oh, right, I guess this is a good time to go ahead and go through some of the stuff that I got the past couple days. Yeah, so, environment, where was it? Right here. I put those together, I didn't even know that was a thing, and I was like, okay, cool, it'll probably be Drifblim, and maybe I'll get him tomorrow or something when I wake up. And as I'm decorating the room, Drifblim just shows up. Like, I'm just going through, trying to figure out where I want to put stuff. Speed past it a little bit. And then I turn around. And then this guy just breaks in. He just shows up. And, yeah, was not expecting that at all. I got lots of habitat information. Again, this has been like a week of playing. Some new recipes, box sofa, first armor fragments, actually. I got my first armor fragment off stream, so got the recipe for auspicious armor. And I believe this was for... Yeah, I guess I didn't mean to take a video of that, but... recipe for some of the music mats, which I want to go ahead and do at some point. I want to make all of those. Here's Entei looking cool from Monday. And, yeah, just a variety of things that I ended up getting descriptions of and getting over the past few days. Notably, yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Career Monthly Volume 11 has been added to your human records. We're back again with even more info about dream jobs working with Pokemon. This month we talked with some of the nice ladies who spend their time talking with trainers and patching up Pokemon at Pokemon centers. Where do they find joy in their jobs? What challenges do they face? What are their favorite Pokemon? Read on to find out all that and more. Oh yeah, and you get the Nurse Joy outfit, which I did not like that at all. This was a peculiar pattern. It actually looks really cool. The bed. Pop art chair, recipe for a fancy chair. Oh yeah, there was supposed to be an encounter here. Something I've learned over the week is that encounters do disappear. They absolutely do disappear. They don't stay there forever, and I thought they did. That's actually cool. I didn't see that. So, some of the places I took screenshots to remind myself of to go back and get those Pokemon. There's a good chance those Pokemon don't even exist anymore. Like this one. This one right here, I'm pretty sure is Dragonair. And there's a chance it's not even there. I haven't been to the Skylands all that much. So, you know, we're gonna see. Also, I got Crobat twice. I got 2 different Crobat habitats. That's neat. Another thing I found out is that if you overtrade by a ton, you get nothing. You just waste those materials. Field of Flowers. This was one I actually am pretty sure I got this Venusaur encounter, but it's gone. Also, note that it's a female Venusaur. I'll show you exactly where that was in 1 second. Okay, so that was a rough catch-up of the things that have happened in the past few days. Let's go ahead and get Drifblim officially. Hi there. Where are we? I was just floating around and vibing and found myself here. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Seems like a nice place to be. It might not be so bad to settle down in one spot sometimes. Alright, Drifblim, the blimp Pokemon. It can generate and release gas within its body. That's how it can control the altitude of its drift. Nice. Alright, so now that we officially have Drifblim here, can I just invite you to live here, like, from this floor? No, I guess the house really does only count for the bottom floor. Which is weird. Is Drifblim stuck? Drifblim is stuck! Oh no, dude, Drifblim's stuck. Well, he broke in, but now he can't get out. I'm gonna have to fix that later. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and scout around and see if there's any encounters to get. Of note, there was an encounter here from this flower bed, which I guess isn't there anymore, so we'll just have to see if that pops back up. Earlier, too, there was one up here. Yeah, there were a couple of rustling grass patches, which I didn't... Oh, here's one. Cool. Yeah, I didn't realize that the encounters would actually go away if you didn't get them. Which is interesting because I've held on to encounters before to wait for the stream. So, I'm kind of wondering how many Pokemon I might have missed. So relaxing. Flying around is nice, but when it comes down to it, kicking back and relaxing at home is the best. You look like you know a thing or two about taking it easy, yeah? Wanna chill together? The seagull Pokemon Wingull. Catching sea winds with its long wings, it soars as if it were a glider. It folds its wings to rest. Anyway, with that aside, chat, you guys looking forward to Summer Games Fest? That I totally remembered is a thing and happening today? Very much so. I don't see any other habitats for the time being lit up. Alright, there have been things that I've wanted to pick up while I'm here, though. So let's go ahead and pick up some side quests and whatnot. First manner of business. Get some Dosh. Look at that! This actually... This has all 3 of, or 4 of the Cantonian starters. If I had Eevee instead of Bulbasaur, that would have been perfect. And there's the Eevee. Right there. There you go. Check out Sparkling Ripples. Did that. Gather leaves, grow plants, grow. You can do all of these. Find new Pokemon, make habitats, place furniture and decorations, gather a bunch of crap. And even more. Alright, so we got a ton of cash for that, thankfully. Those are cool. Buy these. Roof support. That would have been nice to have had earlier this week. Wall storage box recipe. Let's go ahead and get this. Of note, for some of the windows that I have, I actually do want to try and replace them with another window recipe that I just got. So I might try that later. I'll hold off on getting that. The window sash, this is the one I wanted to try. I want to see if I can set this horizontally, because that could be pretty cool. Corrugated metal. I think I'm okay without having that for now. I do still have to be kind of frugal with the money. I don't know. Ooh. I don't know how easily I'll be able to come into more of it. But, yeah, pretty good. It seems all the Pokemon are really living comfortably in this town as well. And I'm certain that's thanks to you and the others working so hard together. Thank you, Linksword. I mean that. I hope you'll continue befriending and working together with more Pokemon. I'd be so pleased to see this town become a real paradise. I love that clip art. Thank you for your continued use of PokéLife, the app for bettering your environment. Please accept this memento as thanks for the great improvements you've made to this area. A washing machine. Woohoo! Oh ho! I know what that is. A washing machine. It's a tool humans use to wash the things they wore. I find their dynamic movements to be quite mesmerizing. But be careful. If you watch it roll for too long, your own eyes may start spinning. Well, that's neat. Doesn't seem to actually wash clothes. Oh, that's awesome. Maybe you have to put in a few quarters first. Yeah, I haven't done too much more around the area, really. I do know that Happini up here has some stuff that they want me to do. So let's go ahead and take a look at that really quick. I don't think any other Pokemon has come at me with requests, but this one's been sitting for a while as far as I know. Yeah, as you can see, I want to fix it. There. How are you doing? I'm doing great because I get to see you. I'd be doing great swimming in this pool right now if it wasn't broken. But to fix it, we have to plug up any holes. And then bring a whole bunch of water from somewhere, right? Do you think there's a Pokemon who could even do all that? Probably not, huh? You can do all that! That's amazing! Okay, I'm counting on you then. But how will you get so much water here? Are you gonna suck it all up into your tummy or something? Well, I'll see if I can fix this up exactly. It's marble and then I don't know what this is. Okay, it is iron. So iron plating and then marble. I'm probably not gonna try to get the iron plating exact, but that would be cool. Okay, let's go back to Pallet Town because there was an encounter I got right by the Pokemon Center that probably isn't there anymore. And it was probably the Venusaur, which sucks. Doesn't sound like it. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, it was right here. Eevee was looking at it, basically saying, hey, you know, got a Pokemon here? Sure. You, I'm pretty sure. Nice! Mushrooms. Yeah, so no Venusaur here anymore, which, that kind of sucks. I'm gonna have to go through and redo some of this area because when I first started putting things here, it was rather uninformed, and now that I actually have some time in this game, I should go through and actually modify that. And I still haven't seen Slowbro here either. That kind of sucks. Anyways, that's really about it for Pallet Town. I didn't put too much time into it, nor really any of the other places. So let's just go ahead and go back to Sparkling Skylands. Alright, so first manner of business. Let's see if that encounter is still hanging around. Luckily, it's pretty easy to get over there. But, yeah, like I said, these encounters, I didn't realize that the encounters were so limited time. Because I really did have them hanging around. See, like, this one's still here. This one's been here since Monday, I think. Maybe Tuesday. Poliwhirl! That is not a dragon Pokemon. The water here is so pretty. Nice to meet you. Did you come here to swim too? The water might get a little slimy after I swim around in it, so you can go first. Alright, the tadpole Pokemon Poliwhirl, its two legs are well developed. Even though it can live on the ground, it prefers living in water. Alright, now that it's finally 5 days later and I can do a proper stream, we can finally actually, you know what? Before we... Now let's do this. We're already here. I should have gone to Silphco, but you know what? This is okay. Been waiting for you, Ditto. Skyland Pokemon Center is finally finished. Give it a good look if you like. About time for the grand reveal. Here we go. I forget the voice I did for Conkeldurr. The Skyland Pokemon Center is complete. Alright, he says the exact same things every single time. There's an encounter over there. The Pokemon Center has been rebuilt. Dracloak! Nice! Yo, this area is pretty sweet. There's no dangerous stuff, so I bet even my little guy can play without a care in the world. Who's the little guy? Yo, it's this Dreepy on my head. He's all tiny and cute, right? Hope you and I and this little guy can all get along. The caretaker Pokemon Dracloak. This Pokemon flies around at over 120 miles per hour. If a Dracloak is defeated in battle, its Dreepy will wander off without a second thought. Huh. Okay, before we enter the Pokemon Center, let me go ahead and get a quick drink of water. I will be right back. Give me just a sec, guys. Okay, let's go ahead and check this out. Someone's journal number 4 has been added to your human records. The city was a dazzling metropolis the last time I came here with Linksword. Now it's barely recognizable. Apparently, the ground in this area has been rising up so quickly that it's caused many of the buildings to collapse and the roads to crack. Some scientists believe that if things continue at this pace, in a matter of centuries, this area will be as high as a mountain in terms of elevation. It looks like most of the people who once lived here have evacuated already. I suppose I should go too. It breaks my heart to leave Linksword behind, but it's not forever. No matter what, I'll come back someday, and then Linksword and I will travel the world. A matter of centuries. I'll pick up these materials later. So yeah, it has confirmed been multiple hundreds of years, akin to like Wind Waker Ocarina. So it's been quite some time. Don't know how long, but it has been multiple hundreds of years. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Hey Ditto, you got a sec? It's about the first floor of this building and its entrance. What you call it, a foyer? Anyway, I was wondering if we could jazz it up in here a little. Right now it's kinda meh. What about that machine? You know, the PC at the Pokemon Center. You get all kinds of items from it, right? Think you could nab 2 pop art sofas and plonk them down on the first floor? I got a feeling that'll make this place look real nice. Link Sword, there you are, bud. The Skyline building's 2nd floor is all finished. You should definitely check it out while you're here. Ready for the big reveal? Here we go! I like how it's part office, part play place. Just like the home I built. The Skyline building's 2nd floor is complete. For the 2nd floor, I put in a human workspace and a Pokemon play space. See, that way when the humans come back, they can have fun with us and work at the same time. Next up, we gotta work on the 3rd floor. I was thinking we could make the 3rd floor a place where we'd all come and eat. But I don't know anyone who can make that much food. Wait, really? There's a Greedent who's a good cook in the town with the volcano? That's gotta be one amazing Greedent. In that case, think you could get this Chef Dente to join us so we can start working on the 3rd floor? Just give me the word once we got all the materials ready and a crew of Pokemon to help. Alright, I gotta go get these. Concrete, glass, glowing stone, and copper. And these Pokemon did stick around, so that's nice. Don't really have a choice but to start bringing them from down here. I passed the Swablu. Yeah, you can enjoy that Lava Barrel in your own time, dude. I'm trying to make stuff happen. You got it? You follow? I guess we'll take the street? Yeah, like up here. This might be the better move. They're probably going to have a bit of a hard time following me, but I'll just give them some food. Okay, so the 2 birds will fly. The other Sprigatito, not so much. I don't think I have... That's not correct. Oh, there it is. It's been a couple days since I've really explored here, so, you know. Suffice to say, I can't remember the pathing of this place yet. It's still a new area, and even when I was looking for materials, and lost relics, I was not here for very long. There's habitat information over there. We'll just have to get that later. I still don't know if Pokemon can completely break on their path breaking when following you. So after a while, I always just stop and make sure they actually get here. Again, not sure that's necessary, but I mean, hey. Oh, Gardevoir's here. May I ask you for a favor, Ditto? Doesn't the second floor of this building seem like it could be a fun place? I was thinking it might be a good spot to put out some playthings for other Pokemon to enjoy. You can obtain all kinds of things from the PC, right? If you come across a slide, I would appreciate it if you could place it on the second floor. Unfortunately, we don't need Gardevoir, or else that would have been perfect timing, but... Alright, concrete, glass, glowing stone, and copper ingot. Been up for a while, but I got such little sleep that my body's still kinda groggy, you know? Okay, so... Copper ingot, glass, concrete, and... Where did I keep rolling stone, glowing stone? Probably outside. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay. Okay, so, I guess I should briefly talk about what I've done here. I basically just took a lot of the decorations that were here to use in the house, and that's why there's nothing here anymore. Maybe I'll put this back together with some of the extras that I have, but for now, I just wanted to take everything and call it good. Interestingly though, I did not take the CDs Rotom had because he's had this quest queued up the entire time. Hey yo, Link Sword, you listen to music? Party songs, fancy songs, sad songs, you name it, I love them all. And I had this really rad idea. I thought maybe if I had a whole bunch of CDs to play, I could get everyone else to share my love of music. Would you do me a solid and find me a lot of different CDs? Heck yeah, I knew you'd catch my vibe. I'm counting on you. Okay, so he's got a bunch of CDs in here. I'm gonna go ahead and take these for the time, so I can put them back, but that'll happen later. Oh, if it isn't Link Sword, can I help you with something? Hmm? You want me to cook for a restaurant in a big building? You really have been getting into some pretty impressive things out there, haven't you? You know, I never really intended to leave this town, but I could never refuse a request from you, Link Sword, so yes, I'll go to that building, for a while at least. Just lead me to the site. Alright, we already know that we can just go ahead and return home, which, admittedly, the home that we have in Sparkling Skylands is not very good. We'll get there eventually, but yeah, the house I just had to fix up for a teleportation point. Probably not in the best spot for this. Alright, so we've got Chef Dent with us. And, oh boy. How are we gonna do this? Well, I don't have a block. I don't have a ton of blocks right now. So what I could do is I could go home and build a couple lifts. Or I could link sword method it, right? Or if there's a way... Okay, let's see if we can get Greedent down. Fuck, didn't mean to do that. Can I just do that? That worked! Nice. Okay, so, not exactly going to plan, but hey, you know what? It works, right? You know, why go through and build bridges when you can just push Pokemon around and have them have a terrible time following you and Link Sword methoding it? Yeah, alright, we're in the clear. Bit of a scuffed way to get her over here, but you know what? That's okay. Because with the power of the Link Sword method, truly anything can be accomplished. Give her some time to catch up. You know, while we're waiting, chat, go ahead and open up Pokemon Go and let me know what is around you. Maybe you'll get a shiny. Who knows? Standing odds should be at 1 in 512. Alright, we got a Skitty. Not shiny Skitty. Eevee. Got a Houndour. Not shiny. And a shiny Bulbasaur! Holy crap! Shiny Bulbasaur CP 350 weather boosted. Was not expecting that. Shiny Bulbasaur live on stream. How about that? It's a female too! Oh my god, that's sick. Terrible stats, but that's honestly a sick catch. Hey there, you made it! Happy to add you to our crew. You must be that Greetin who's real good at cooking. Oh my, you flatter me. I am incredibly good at cooking though. I heard our dear Linksword was up to something interesting, so I came to help. Now that's the kind of gung-ho attitude I like to see. Thanks again for coming here. We're gonna need your help once we start working on the 3rd floor. There we go. Alright, it'll be done in an hour. Looks like we got all the materials we need and a full crew of eager Pokemon to help. Thanks for getting all this together, Linksword. Well, let's get to it then. Time to start building the 3rd floor. Alright, so we've got an hour to kill, basically. Let's go through and develop this area a little bit more. In fact, let's go ahead and take a look-see here at the habitat decks. Okay, so there's one more Pokemon we can get with the dojo training. If I relocate Poliwrath, if I can get a home, then maybe I can reuse that. Same with Alakazam. Fluffy Flower Bed. So 3 more Pokemon can appear from this, and that's just Skyland Flowers. Hydrated Fluffy Waterbed, or Fluffy Flower Bed. Hydrated Pink Grass. Pink Tall Grass. This is complete. Taking a look at these too. These are more fossils. Okay, so I do know of a couple that I can try and work on. So, given that the wind is blowing pretty high, yeah, this is elevated. So we can restore this. And there's 4 Pokemon in an elevated Pink Tall Grass. Which, if I really wanted to, I guess I could just line the perimeter with Tall Grass and see what we get. I don't think I really want to do that, but it is something I could do. This counts as tree-shaded Pink Tall Grass? Okay. Do I need tree-shaded still? No, I do not, so I can go ahead and get rid of this. Sprigatito is my only grass-type Pokemon here, isn't it? That means I'll have to go ahead and take flowers from the surrounding area to make that, basically, which... Oh, yeah, there was that habitat I needed to pick up. I forgot about that. Elevated pink tall grass. There's Watchroll. Right there. I mean, since I'm here... There's actually so many Pokemon that need elevated pink tall grass. Not too bad. Okay, I do need to find 2 more flowers, though. There's one. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna abscond with these flowers and make them... I'm gonna just do this. Okay, so 4 Pokemon can appear in the tree-shaded fluffy flower bed. So if I wanted to reuse this... Yeah, I still need to get 3 more flowers. 2, actually. So, interestingly enough, we are exactly right where we just were, except with the benefit of having one of these habitats completed. What am I hearing? Ah, that's what we're hearing. Recipe for a model planet. Okay, that's... Wow. Neat. I see no more flowers here. Let's go ahead and abscond with some that we see around. Again, because I don't have, I don't have another grass type. I can't just use the seeds that I've stockpiled at home. I gotta take from here. I could alternatively go to the Dream Island. I did do the Dream Island today, some of it, and I did go to a Sky Island, so I could just go ahead and abscond with some of the flowers from there. And in fact, maybe that's a better idea. Let's put these back. Let's go do that, and we'll just take them. I don't think this is exactly where they were, but whatever. Great, I guess Drifloon is gonna be my roommate. I'll have to, I'm gonna have to figure out what to do about that before I leave him homeless. Which I guess I could anyway. Like, if I just disassemble this and do what I wanted to with the dolls, maybe he'll be able to wander out of the building. No swinging? No swinging, okay. Okay, so this was a bit of a weird island. Yeah, for some reason, like the way this building is set, like it's facing this cliff, and then there's a cave right next to it. Which I'm not gonna do anything with the caves on stream, probably. Not unless I really run out of ideas. And in that case, yeah, we'll be down horrendous. I like that it's giving me that hint now. I'm actually intentionally not using food because I'm pretty sure that the animation for Ditto like getting hungry and holding his stomach or its stomach, I'm pretty sure that is only slightly longer than it takes to actually put the flowers away manually. So nice. So like while I'm doing this, I might as well just go ahead and let that play out, you know? How many do we have? We have 22. Is 24 gonna be good? We'll get 30 just so I have 0 reason to come back. Like 30 Skyline flowers should be more than enough, right? Okay, we're gonna get out of here now. As an aside, might as well. Okay. With the time we've got, because what time did it exactly say? Was it like quarter past 2, I think? That's actually going to be most of the stream anyway. Summer Games Fest starts at 3. Might open up a Hyper Beam for it. I don't know. Probably will, actually. But, yeah, so with all of that, we're not gonna have too much time after the building is complete. Excuse me. After the building is complete. But we can at least go ahead for now and set things up to where maybe tomorrow we can go ahead and fill out some more of this dex. I should have gotten 2 more flowers, actually. Alright, tree-shaded fluffy flower blade. Tree-shaded fluffy flower bed. That is not an easy phrase to say. Oh, there we go. Got something. There's the watch roll. What tree? Wow, the wind in this area is real nice. I like how easy it makes flying around. I'm gonna live here from now on. Stop by and say hi, okay? Storm Petrel Pokemon Wattrel. These Pokemon make their nests on coastal cliffs. The nests have a strange crackling texture. They're a popular delicacy. Well, this area sure is nuts, huh? Like, my original idea of trying to keep habitats closely together, at least, is not very doable here, I feel like. I feel like, honestly, it's just gonna be better to go through and do what I can, really. Yeah, like, for example, should I just build here? I mean, Gyarados is already here. I could just go through and build it up. I'll have to move the mushrooms. Oh, this is moss. Okay, here it'll be good. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Okay, so I only needed the one hydrated pink tall grass, which is fine. More elevated pink tall grass, though. More flowers. I only needed the one for this one, too. So that's fine. Gyarados is going to have some friends, I guess. For the Pokemon that just need flowers, let's see if I can just put some right here. This is already where a bunch of Pokemon are, so it should be easy to just come and check on this. Okay. And why not here? Can do one here too. I think, do I need one more to have enough habitats for this? I might. We'll do it over here, why not? Okay, so that should be plenty of habitats for some of the easier encounters, and also ones that, quite frankly, I still had a lot to find, too. Man, see, some of these suck. Sewer hole inspection. I might be able to build that. I don't know if I don't really have any more excavation tools, but that is doable. All of that stuff, aside from the sewer hole thing, is findable on the Arcanine map. I could save some of that stuff. I don't know about that one. Peters, how you doing, dude? If I can get toy blocks, I could do that. I'm pretty sure I have the recipe for that. I am really tired. I am horribly tired, actually. Let's stop the rain. I thought it did for a sec. I thought, like, on demand it did. I might use that. That sounds awesome. Dude. Okay, were those called wooden blocks? I thought they were, but maybe not. I'm actually surprised at how much I can actually make. Yeah, so wherever The model planet. God, that's crazy. I thought I could build that toy, but maybe not. It's a nice chair. I'll make a couple of these. Because I did see that there were like 3 Pokemon to get from them, I think. Yeah, I'm actually looking through and seeing. I actually have a lot of recipes. I didn't know I had this many. So some of the ideas that I had, I will have to maybe go ahead and do off stream. And I still don't have a Rossberry. Or paper, apparently. I don't know how to get paper. Like, now that I think about it, I actually don't know how to get paper. Yeah, I didn't see it, so I guess I don't have those. I can make both of these, one of each actually. That's pretty cool. Maybe I can give the waste paper to somebody with recycle. Buildings, blocks, other. I forgot about these string lights. I was gonna make some of those. Okay, so what I can do is... The washing machine is a toy. What I'm gonna go ahead and do is go to Withered Wasteland. I'm gonna take the toy blocks from here and then replace it with a washing machine. You started another gacha, Peters? Yeah, from what I hear, Fate Go's pity system, their pull rates are terrible. From what I've heard, their pull rates are just god-awful, actually. Okay, there you go. Have a tire rack. Yeah, if you're gonna stick with Fate Grand Order, good luck, dude. I think that's the most I can say is just good luck. Because everything I know about that game is that the gacha aspect of it sucks. But as far as I know, it's one of those that people more so play for the characters, less so for... Oh, here we go. Giraffe-rig. Lovely to meet you. I was just checking this area out. Actually, I plan to live here, so I expect I'll be seeing you around. Oh, where are my manners? My tail needs to greet you as well. Alright. Oh dear, looks like the little deer's in a bad mood. Sorry I turned away from you like that. It's usually much better behaved, so I hope we can all be friends. Girafarig, the long-neck Pokemon. Girafarig's tail has a small head. It instinctively bites at any foe that approaches the Pokemon from behind. Shout out Beta Girafarig. Yeah, anybody that I've seen play Fate Grand Order has very specifically played it for the characters. I don't think I've even seen any gameplay. Alright, there's the playland. Only one Pokemon to be got here, and it's Snivy. Pichu, how you doing, dude? Pichu, do you know much about Summer Games Fest coming up? Admittedly, I forgot it was even happening today. Until I saw like 5 posts talking about it. So, I thought I heard some rustling grass. But yeah, no, Summer Games Fest kind of just snuck up on me. I kind of forgot it existed. Okay, what else do I have here that I can feasibly make? A nature's market? I could, but probably not here. Targeted on something else, use this. Simple cushion. I might be able to find a spot or two where I can just drop off a crystal ball and make a habitat that way. That would be great for the program. Yeah, I was thinking of opening up a Hyper Beam for it. You guys want to watch Summer Games Fest on a Hyper Beam? Oh, hello, what's this? Message from the Game Corner. Notice from the Celadon Game Corner. We've recently received reports of suspicious-looking characters spotted around our facility, and some customers have expressed that they feel frightened or unsafe playing here. Our customers' peace of mind is of the utmost importance to us, so we've increased security patrols on the premises. Aw, dude. That's sick. Finally, after all these years, I can finally be a rocket grunt. Where am I at and where am I going? Okay, we're going on an adventure, chat. Or is it green? The stream video just shrank into a corner and became solid green. But got fixed when you refreshed. What the fuck? Was this the prize corner? I don't have chairs, but I could totally use this. Do I have any chairs on me? Oh my god, I do. This row was gonna be a bunch of crap I was gonna throw away, but... Yeah, that's cool, that's cool, Pichu. Thanks for letting me know about Twitch fucking up. As usual. We love this platform. But you know, if Twitch is messing up, you can always go to youtube.com/linkswords, so... You got options. Alright. Probably should have moved the other one further back. Or further to the left, rather. Okay, there we go. 2 more habitats. And an elevator shaft that we can't really use. We'll come back there later. Right, I do remember coming in here. I heard that rumor too, that Sega had stuff. I don't know if that was confirmed or not, but... Sounds good to me, regardless. I'm a little bit bummed that it kind of just snuck up on me. I've been pushing really hard for a few things to happen the past, well, month, I guess. So a lot of stuff in general is just kind of catching me off guard. Like, oh wow, it's already here? Ooh, I almost just got spooked. Guess I've been through here already. I don't know if I have any other habitats I can relatively quickly make. I can see if that habitat information that I forgot to grab like an hour ago is still here. It didn't look like it. Sucks. What was that Mr. Mime one? I could maybe make that. Fishing, Gamer's Paradise. A mirror, a sink, and whatever towel rack. Well, I have the towel rack and that's about it. I have an idea. I don't really want to do this, but I can totally just go ahead, grab a bunch of materials, bring a workbench with me, and make stuff as I need. And that sounds annoying and boring as all hell, but it would get the results. I've seen a little bit of Fate, not very much, but a little. Totes and I were supposed to watch Fate Stay Night, or Fate Night Stay, whatever the fuck it is, at some point, because I lucked into the DVD for that for free, so. A new Sonic model, huh? That's what got everyone going. The fact that there might be a new Sonic model. That's what people are screaming bloody murder for. Buy the rest of the leak, but as soon as somebody brings up another Sonic model... Like a freaking Joker moment, dude. I'm kind of just looking around for things to use here. This humidifier was used for a Gardevoir zone, I think, which I don't need. Cool. Here's some wooden blocks. Well, there's a bunch of stuff here. I do need one of these. Well, I need two of them. I can grab the one that I have at home if I need. For that polygraph request. There really should be stuff in here sometimes. Is there anything down here that is not Pokemetal? Forced to say no. 1 at 11. That I do kind of know about. Like, I definitely remember when Chun-Li came out and people were losing their freaking minds over that. Certified Ravis moment. What am I doing? Still no cushion, but there is a vanity. Can I use the vanity with anything? Just Gardevoir, which again, don't need. Yeah, maybe we'll go to other areas and get them set up more. I think we've pretty much tapped this area. And we still have, I think, about 15 minutes. Before this before this third floor is done. Thanks for talking about routes, Pichu. Oh, habitat info. Minigame corner from Magnazone. There are a great deal more Pokemon in this town now thanks to you, wouldn't you say? But I suspect among them, there may be some who aren't quite satisfied with their environment. Pokemon have such varied tastes, after all. I know I've asked this before of you, but I'm asking here in this town too. Would you please raise the comfort level? Yeah. Alright. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I'm sure you'll agree that Chef Dent has really helped us out in this town. The power of cooked food is certainly nothing to sneeze at. And of course, Pokemon do love to eat. If you place their favorite foods near their homes, I believe that should improve their comfort levels. Interesting, okay. What can I get here? Make that easy. Probably shouldn't have, but whatever. Okay, I don't need 5 of these, but we'll go ahead and get the 1. Dude, these are so expensive. I'm gonna build this because I actually really like this door, so I might end up making a bunch more of them. Now I can build this? Gee, thanks. Now that I don't need it anymore. I thought I heard Ho-Oh. That's so annoying. Cool. Okay, so Graveler can actually crush. That's cool. There we go. Dude, whenever anybody compares something to Kingdom Hearts nowadays, it kills my interest. I wish it didn't. Oh my god, so many items to get. Holy crap. What the hell is this? Oh. Well. Alright, what kind of bread do you want, Riolu? Really love fresh carrots, and I thought, wouldn't bread that's made with carrots taste amazing? I feel that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some parallel universe stuff too. Every time I'm ready to look at environments or habitats. New thing. Okay. Anyway. Habitations. A ton more Pokemon can appear in graceful flower beds. And one more for tree shaded. I don't know how to force this. I guess I'll just have to dump lava somewhere by one of those. Let's try to get this mossy rest spot going. I never actually did do that. Okay, so I am a little bit more aware of how moss actually works now. There we go. So, if I do something, say, here. That should solve that a little bit. What else do we have here? I don't think I have any sandbags, but I should be able to find some pretty easily. And I think I've got a ton of seeds for this specific flower. I don't know if I have any that are actually, like, grown, though. Which, actually, that shouldn't be a problem because I have Decidueye and, Dartrix here. Boom. Yeah, we can probably find one more flower to make up for. See, dude, that sounds awful. Like, don't get me wrong, I totally get the appeal of a large universe and trying to piece together a storyline and all that stuff, but, like, I don't know. Maybe Kingdom Hearts just made it bad for me. Okay, so very quick, we need to put together a couple of these. I need one more graceful flower bed, and then one more tree-shaded one. Now, personally, I'm thinking that the railroad tracks here make a perfect bed. You can just lay right on them, you get back support, kinda, and, you know, it just looks good all around. Okay, and we've got 2 sandbags here that I can go ahead and use for another one of these grass habitats, which I can actually make right here. Grassy training field. There we go. I need one more flower. Which, maybe a slight problem? No, we're perfect. Just to make things easy, I'm gonna go ahead and use this. Yeah, might as well. Put them all right next to each other. You can choose whether you want to accept it or not. That's awesome. Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. I guess I wasn't sure if I wanted to do this, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make 2 separate mini towns in this area. The first is going to be right here, and then the second is going to be up north by where Gimmighoul is, because quite frankly, I just don't see how to unify these 2 sides and make one big interconnected place. Like, this place is so just straight up 2 areas divided by a desert of ash. Like, look at this. This building alone is gigantic. I wouldn't even know how to get Pokemon from here to over there, or yeah, to over there. So I might as well just make it its own separate, like, little town in itself, you know? I still want to know how to make this block. This material is so cool. Yeah, there's really no 2 ways about it. Is there a better spot I can try and get Charcadet from? Yeah, and honestly, I don't think they really know how to handle that. Like, they're just gonna have to figure out if they can wrap some of that into another game of some kind, or like make some not Zemnis reports. Whoever would be, I guess, the next character to fill that out. Because it's... I mean, there's so much that they were trying to do. There's so much they were trying to do. This looks like a good spot for Charcadet. I will leave that there. What if... Guys, what if I were to purchase fast food and disguise that as my own cooking? Do you think I could do that? Are there any more of those rocks? Oh, I can put Charcadet here too. That'll be cool. Yeah, maybe I'll just build Charcadet there. That seems like the easiest and closest. Collect your mom reports. That's right. There is the Master of Masters. That is the next step, I guess. Okay, there we go. That should make a pretty decent way for Charcadet to get up. Oh, here's one. I want to see... Because I could totally LM this. Uh-oh. Okay, so I was thinking that if I put this boulder in lava, it might turn into that, but it did not. Boy, howdy, did it not turn into that. Well, whatever. I guess I could go ahead and just use these stands for the other fossils. I wasn't gonna, but like... It's kind of already set up to be like that, you know? Why not take the path of least resistance? Maybe I'll even fix them up and get these proper railings too, just because, you know? That's not what I wanted. Alright, it has been more than enough time, let's go back. They definitely have. What do you mean by the early 2000s, though? Just like how they stay to the one project, or not to the one project, but where they just kind of Let the directors focus on the one project. I mean, you're definitely not wrong about how crazy Square Enix has been for the past, what, decade? Like, they don't even know what the hell they want to do, dude. They're terrible. Kinda forgot about these cameras. Dang, I want that. I don't know what a Pokemart does. Like, should I just go for it? Oh, okay, that's what you mean. Oh, okay, dude, chill. Who's heavier? I don't know. You, I guess. Hey there, bud. The Skyland Building's 3F is all finished. I hear a Pokemon. The third floor has become a pretty nice restaurant. Thanks, Chef Dente. Oh, but you mustn't undersell yourself either, sweetie. You led this project so well, I can really tell why they call you Tink Master. Thanks. Now then, one last floor to go, the fourth. Now, I'd really love to make the fourth floor someplace glitzy and fancy. You know, for prim and proper sorts. But I don't really know anything about acting proper or fancy. You know a Pokemon who could help us out? They gotta be all prim and proper like. What? There's a prim and proper Pikachu in the town near the sea? Well then, I'd sure love to meet him. We need paper for our repair materials. But a Pokemon like Matang can help us by recycling waste paper. Okay, so I was correct. A Pokemon with Recycle will recycle waste paper into normal paper. I didn't initiate that, but I had a feeling that would be what's happened. Corvisquire, there we go. Hey, nice to meet ya. See all these human tools around here? Pretty interesting lineup, huh? I wonder what they were put here for. Oh, I see. You placed them here. Oh, let me say this. I like your style. See, I'm also particular about how I use my tools. Anything I can ever help with, say the word. The Raven Pokemon Corvisquire is an intelligent Pokemon that will quickly learn how to use any tool it can hold in its beak or its talons. Alright, I'm not even gonna bother with getting Matang right now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to seek out Trubbish and Garbodor, give them a stack of paper, and then empty this inventory a little bit with a surprise jump scare Entei. No, dude, I ran out of... That sucks. Yeah, the whole companies making mobile gacha games as a form of trying to expand lore or try to, you know, incorporate whatever they could even try to incorporate. Oh god, I'm gonna need more than that. Yeah, I'm not a fan. Oh wow, I forgot about that. Yeah, Trubbish, we took care of that a while ago. Yeah, that whole aspect of taking games and putting them on mobile and trying to expand on them in ways that don't make sense or don't feel good for the series or whatever, it bugs the hell out of me. It extends to more than just Kingdom Hearts. Like, for example, there was, I think that was a Commander Keen game that was just completely terrible and really didn't have a reason to exist on mobile. Plenty of games have been trying to follow in the footsteps of Pokemon Go and do... What was that? There goes the music. Is that the music, or am I hearing... Anyway. Plenty of games have tried to follow in the footsteps of Pokemon Go and do some, like, geoposition or, like, tracking or AR or whatever. And it's like, just stop, please. Did it not? I thought it did. But yeah, there's just... Like, I get it, you know? Everybody has a smartphone nowadays, and smartphones, for the most part, can all pull off more or less the same things, but... Yeah, it's just... Like, just because you have a potentially broad audience to try to appeal to, doesn't really mean you should. You're reconstructing a large building only with the help of other Pokemon? Hee hee! You never stop doing amazing things, do you? And that's what makes you so amazing. I'm not quite sure how I would be able to help, but I'm happy to tag along regardless. Oh yeah, crap. Well, this is gonna be kind of obnoxious. Did it once, though. Trials, or the Mana series has too. That one shut down relatively recently, I believe. Or like it's getting ready to. How did we get this little guy over there? It might be easier. It'd be easier to do this. Pikichu, what are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like really most series just don't handle mobile games very well. Especially if they're trying to incorporate them into the series itself. Like Fire Emblems is, I mean, I don't know if it's considered a mainline game or not, but at least for what Fire Emblem is, it makes sense to at least give mobile a shot. Pokemon's is whatever. Monster Hunter Now is a fun idea, but ultimately it just kind of leaves me wanting to play actual Monster Hunter. Which I would love to see the, okay, it does teleport. I would love to see the original, or not original, but that Monster Hunter game that came out to smartphones in like 2010 or something? Whatever that was called. I'd like to see what that's like and see if maybe that would have just ended up being better. In the vein of Scopely / Niantic, I don't know what Pikmin Bloom is like, but I probably wouldn't care that much. It's something about like running around with your Pikmin and getting flowers or something, right? Or like you walk around with your Pikmin and they bud and then flower depending on how much you walk. I don't know. I still don't really get how how Mario Kart Tour was successful. Same thing with Mario. Mario Run I can at least understand being more successful than Mario Kart Tour. But like, it's like an auto runner in kart form. Who wants to play Mario Kart Tour? Seriously. Mega Man had X Dive, which, as far as I know, did kind of good. I mean, it did well enough to where the offline version that they're selling seems like it's doing good, but that might just be because Mega Mania, as I'm gonna call it, is pretty high. You must be that prim and proper Pikachu I've heard all about. Thanks for making your way all the way out here. It must have been exhausting. I don't know that I appreciate being called prim and proper. I'm tougher than I look, I assure you. Well then, no time like the present. How may I help? Sorry about that. I wasn't trying to say you were weak or anything. We're counting on your help once we start working on the 4th floor. A bruised berry? God damn it. Paper, brick, and lumber. Is Gardevoir still around here? And she's not... Yeah, she's not on the team. Okay. So, Poliwrath, Gardevoir, and then Corvisquire, which... Perfect. Nice timing, dude. Okay, paper, brick, lumber. Let's go ahead and see how things are looking. Oh, that's gross as hell. I've heard similar reports of that. I barely know a thing about Mario Kart Tour, but... those are things I have heard, to some degree. Alright, we're bricked up. Let's go ahead and see if they have that paper. As long as they both got 5, we're done. And speaking of being done, I will be done in a few minutes. 5, maybe 10. Nice, and a recipe for a mini bookcase. Okay, so that should have been everything, right? I didn't see how much paper we needed. I thought it said 10, but it was probably more like 20. Also, I gotta say too, about mobile games, Dude, they are so shallow. Like, mobiles and gachas nowadays, I lump them both together because they share quite a bit of DNA. Dude, my god, just, I don't care anymore. I have found myself less and less doing gaming on my phone the more that has come out, or the more that I've already played, because so often they are just... It was 10, okay. Alright, we're not going to see this one today, but we'll see it tomorrow. We're set to get cracking on the 4th floor. Leave the rest to me and my happy helpers. But yeah, no, it's actually deeply unsettling and annoying playing mobile games these days. Hey, Snivy, shut up. I derive no enjoyment from it. Ah, what a great nap. Wait, where am I? Wherever it is, it sure is comfy. Did you make this place for me? That's amazing! I'm gonna do something nice for you too then. If I can help you with anything, ask me anytime. Yeah, what's up, dude? The grass snake Pokemon Snivy. The leaf on Snivy's tail generates energy when exposed to sunlight, making Snivy swifter and adding an edge to its moves. Potatoes and potato seeds. Potatoes are so yummy. I just love potatoes. Boil and mash them, stick them in a stew. Did you know you can use potatoes to make hamburger steak? It's called potato hamburger steak, and it'll give you so much energy. Nice. I thought I heard grass, but I guess not. Time just enough to check out a couple of these habitats, and then I'll probably bounce. I might stream later tonight. Not sure. We'll just see how I feel, honestly. But forgot to check on these. Yeah, don't be surprised if not. Dude! Whatever. Yeah, no, gachas are not so, so giving, unfortunately. Thank you. Could not remember where I put that. I started up the new Dissidia Duellum Final Fantasy because a friend wanted me to play. They have some, like, refer a friend campaign or whatever, and, I told them, you know, like, sure, fine, I'll help you get these rewards or whatever. I've been giving it a try, and there's, like, a very slight hint of something there, but it's not delivered very well. Like, I unfortunately still have to play quite a bit of it, but, from what I've played, and I've also played with a controller, it's actually way, like, 20 times better to play with a controller than try and use whatever god-awful controls they concocted with the touchscreen. I mean, like, good god, are those controls bad. But I've been playing with a little keychain Bluetooth controller that I got from 8-Bit Dough to play that, and, like... Yeah, there's a hint of something more fun there, but I think they really just gotta flesh it out, like, a lot. But playing with a controller pretty much intrinsically makes it less mobile. Like, just right from the word go on that. What a surprise. Sorry about that. There are so many things around here I've never seen before. I was going for a walk and just got really into it all. I promise from now on I'll look straight ahead when I'm walking. Alright, here's the only dog Pokemon I like so far. Fido, the puppy Pokemon. The yeast in Fido's breath is useful for cooking, so this Pokemon has been protected by people since long ago. That is 3 consecutive games for this little thing. But, yeah, no, if a mobile game needs a controller to be playable, you might just want to stop right there. Anyway, I guess that's gonna go ahead and do it for now. I wish I had a little bit more time, but, yeah, Summer Games Fest is gonna start in a few minutes, so... I'll go ahead and open up a Hyper Beam and we can watch that. I don't know how long it is, but, I'll probably do that for a bit, and then once it's over... I don't know, we'll see. Like I said, we'll see how I'm feeling. This week has been just absolutely all over the place and not in a good way, so you know, we'll see what happens there. I just want to make it a real game? Yeah, exactly. Like, just make it a console game and don't try to shoehorn in weird, wacky touch controls. Like, it, dude, it's just so contrived and even a little disappointing playing Dissidia Duellum so far. It's not the worst, but like the UI is horribly obnoxious. It's like the gameplay is just strange. It's PvEVP, and it's just not. It's not great. Like, they definitely had a good thing going with Opera Omnia and Confectionery Wall. Interesting. Yeah, but anyways, I'm getting out of here, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. This was a rather impromptu stream. I wasn't really sure I was gonna do this. Shocker. Yeah, I wasn't really sure I was gonna do this, but I didn't want to go back to sleep after I got up early for an interview that ultimately probably didn't pan out, which sucks. But, yeah, tomorrow I picked up a shift for a coworker that needed it covered, so I figured, you know what? I don't want to go back to sleep. I'll just go ahead and stream, and I'm glad I did, at least. It's proven time and again that streaming just kind of helps me get my regularity back on track, I guess. Which sounds like I'm having trouble going to the bathroom. Anyways, yeah, I'll open up a Hyper Beam. As a matter of fact, I'll open it up now so I can post it in the chats for anybody that wants in. Whoa, what tweaked out there? Okay, so for people in the Twitch chat, there you go. The YouTube, there you go. Go ahead and join up, and we'll watch Summer Games Fest. Whoops. But yeah, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me. Thank you guys again. I'll be back. Probably tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna do anything today, so we're just gonna call it tomorrow. But yeah, we'll do this for a bit. Anyways, you guys take care. For those that are starting it, enjoy the start to your weekend. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.